welcome back to the Wrestledream and to another edition of AEW Collision Out of 10. And yeah, this was an early start, so the first hour of the show was only up against the Fastlane pre-show, but we had some big matches on it. Eddie Kingston defended the belt against Commander, obviously from Rampage, and yeah, other action involved as well. And we started things off with the AEW tag titles on the line as FTR battled Big Bill and Ricky Starks. Bill and Starks got the early advantage, attacking the champions before the match really got going. Harwood found himself in the ring while Wheeler was trying to go ringside. The Southern Powerhouse chokes down Wheeler through an out stable before Harwood starts to make a comeback despite having an injured arm from the attack. Starks was directing traffic from the apron and told Bill to keep chokeslamming Harwood instead of pinning him when he had the chance. The big man hit 3 in a row, helpless Harwood to get the win in, and he wants to win himself. Harwood Starks appeared to get the pin and win the titles. Not only is this result shocking, but how they won was even more surprising. They essentially squashed one of the best duos in the world. This match was extremely one-sided, and yeah, not how you wanted the heels to win. A classic contest, not, but it was definitely memorable. And yeah, gets 6 out of 10 from me. I was just so surprised. Starks and Bill, they deserve it, no doubt about it. But I thought, yeah, we get a long, drawn-out match at least, and I definitely expect FTR to retain the titles. So yeah, this is shocking. I don't know where FTR. Maybe they're going to take an accidents, injuries, legal issues, etc., etc. Who knows? But yeah, I think Starks and Bill, I was surprised by this, but I'm definitely giving them a chance because they've been great recently to show what they can do with the belts. But yeah, tentatively, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Next up on Collision, it was Bryan Danielson versus Carl Fletcher. The 24-year-old had a size and power advantage, so he made sure Danielson knew that by shoving him into the mat when they first locked up. The technical wizard boiled him down with the show and wasn't intimidated, but Fletcher stayed on. And the level of aggression Fletcher showed was not indicative of someone who was starstruck or intimidated. He was trying to show Danielson that age and skill were unrelated. The American Dragon matched his aggression, used a surfboard submission to deliver several stiff strikes. After the break, Danielson was much more in control, but the former WGP tag champ didn't make it easy on him. Fletcher had Danielson locked in a Dragon Sleeper twice, but Danielson used his superior technical knowledge to counter it into a pin. Totally inefficient kind of attacked Danielson as soon as the match was over, but the BCC made a save. Fletcher's one of the best young talents. Danielson may be worried about best of all time, so it shouldn't be a shock here or anyone. This was a fantastic match. They made it feel competitive in a match with no build, and that made it more fun. So yeah, get 7 out of 10 for me. I think even the defeat puts Fletcher over, sets up an intriguing storyline. Danielson continues his momentum, and yeah, that's exactly what Danielson does so often and why he's so bloody good. And yeah, exactly what happened here. This is great stuff. 7 out of 10. We then got Bullet Club Gold versus Angelico, Mali League and Gravity. Jay White came out holding MJS world titles. He accompanied Bullet Club down. This is a weird combination because Alan and Co were working as a heel while Gravity and Metal League have been faces, but considering we barely saw them on TV, everyone probably noticed or cares. It's a shame because they're all great talents. Even though the high flying team had some nice players, obviously this match was going to go to Bullet Club Gold, and the match had some entertaining sequences in the spot, but they scored the win. White gave a promo afterwards about how AEW deserves to have him as a champion. So yeah, that's all kind of what it has led up to. Kind of a long way to get there, but Bullet Club Gold gains some momentum. Fun to see Angelico and Co on TV. Jay White cuts a decent promo. So anyway, I guess it kind of worked. So yeah, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. The Acclaimed and Daddy Austin took on Iron Sandwich for the Trinity titles. The Iron Sandwich gave a quick promo before Bronson, Boulder and Jackson got most of their offense in during the pitch and portal match, so most of their double and triple team spots weren't highlighted. Physically, the Acclaimed and Daddy Austin were the underdogs here. The Iron Sandwiches were bigger than them in every way, but Matt Caster, Anthony Bowens and Billy Gunn aren't exactly small competitors, so they weren't completely dominated. In fact, Caster showed some serious strength when he slammed Baron and Boulder onto the other. This ends up being more competitive than expected, especially since the Iron Sandwich has never really been positioned well on AEW TV. This could have been a squash, but turned into a pretty entertaining contest. Caster hitting Mike Jackman and Jameson to score the win. But yeah, I think this kind of just highlighted how light everything is with the Trios division at the moment. In fact, this turned into a competitive bout. So yeah, while it was fun, I'm going to give it 5 out of 10. Just more to do with the state of the Trios division, to be honest. Before it's time for Tony Storm versus Kira Hogan. And Storm Hogan restricts and one says to follow, and Hogan ripped through it and threw it at her. Timeless Tony took corners and clotheslined her as a crown chance to name. As the match continued to guess through a break, Hogan brought to take control and dish out more punishment. This could have easily been a quick match that made Storm look good, but ended up being back and forth, and both women looked good on more than one occasion. After regaining control, Timeless Tony hit Storm 0 and picked up the win. So yeah, no surprise result. Storm continues to gain momentum. Really liking the new character and everything it's doing. So yeah, that worked nicely, and it gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Yeah, really liking what they're doing with it. Before it's time for Eddie Kingston versus Commander for the RH World title. This was a huge clash of styles. Commander's are smooth, but it seems impossible, while Kingston just wants to punch you in the face until you stop moving. They managed to mesh themselves in a way that really allowed them to produce a great match. Commander did all of his aerial spots, and Kingston did a good job making sure he landed safely well, selling all of his offense. The Mad King's always so great and making his opponents look good in the match. This was no exception. Even when he was in control, he was doing things to make Commander look better. And after an enjoyable main event, Kingston nailed Commander with his trademark spinning back fit to retain the title. He showed his opponent respect after the match by raising his hands so he could give him more praise. And yeah, just a really fun way to end the show. 7 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, the clash style could be more anything, but it worked really nicely. Commander gets put over in defeat. Adam Kingston retains and continues on his really solid title reign. And Collision ended up with Adam Copeland and giving promo. He put over Jim Ross Fiery and paying off his college debt back in the day before talking about what happened with Christian Cage. His former friend gave a response to the big screen before Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne came out to attack. Copeland tried to fight them off, but was Paul and Jane choked down by Luchasaurus. Darby Allin came out to make the show, proving he could use a chair on Copeland, but when he hesitated to hit Wayne, he ended up getting taken out too, and they hit Darby down with a steel chair to end the show. So yeah, the heels standing tall. No surprise really, they continue to gain momentum, which is really, really interesting. I like the way they're doing it as well. Makes total sense. The storyline, yeah, kind of really growing for me, creating interesting narratives there. Copeland looks great, and I think it's going to be a really interesting theme throughout. And yeah, Collision this week gets 7 out of 10 from me. Really enjoyable Collision. I thought Kingston and all that was really solid. Then you had the promo, obviously, to close the show. Timeless Tony. I think there's a lot of bits on Collision to be really excited about. And obviously that shock title chain, which I don't think anybody really saw coming, to be honest. So yeah, good show. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Thanks very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Next time, it's going to be AEW Wrestling News and subscribe to the channel. It's going to be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.